set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'd be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Davius White on the cover.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota.
On first and 10, it's Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline.
And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
13.
Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Gano now to add the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Vikings 14. Seahawks nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 21, Seahawks nothing. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon.
Number 20.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Cooper's got it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Seahawks 7. Chris Boswell sets it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the 1st half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And